Everybody, welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Sunday, December 1st, 2024. We are back with our NFL best bets of the day. If you're in the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Beating the Odds. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these NFL videos every single day, along with college football, NBA, NHL, and college basketball. After our first 15,000 subscribers. So I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap, Friday's results, we went 2-2. Members only over 42.5 L. Chiefs minus 12.5. By the way, for the record, Raiders got hosed. Like they got so screwed on that last play where the snap came early. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Classic ref job though for the Chiefs. And then we hit both of our props. Hopkins over 3.5 catches, win. Bowers over 61.5 receiving yards, win. 121, 106 overall for the year. And we have 5 plays for you guys here on YouTube today. We also have 3 members only best bets at zdmbets.com/picks that I absolutely love today. And I mean love today. Like I said, the website is linked in the comments below. And if you use the code FEAST in checkout, you get 25% off. That offer ends tomorrow, so take advantage of it while it's still around, because it won't be here for a while. So let's jump into plays that we have today. Play I'm rolling with them. My first play, I'm going with Sunday Night Football. We're going with Bills, minus 6.5 versus the Niners. The Niners just look broken, man. And for me, the Bills look the best they've ever been. And even if Brock Purdy plays, do we really think Brock Purdy, who's like 5'8" and like 140 pounds, is going to play well in the snow and in like the weather that Buffalo's about to bring? They have to travel across the country. They have injuries. Nicky Bosa, I don't think, is playing today. I doubt he's playing today, Nicky Bosa is. So that's obviously a pretty big deal. And the Bills have shown they can run the ball like crazy well. And even if the Niners are like up in the second half, you know they're going to blow the game. That's what they've done all year this year. They've blown these games like crazy. I think this is a Packers part 2 today with the Bills, even if Brock plays. And Brock's a better quarterback than Brandon Allen, obviously. But the fact is that if regardless of who's playing this game, the Bills should win this game by like 10 to 14 points at least, if not more. Again, I think this is a Packers 2.0 from last week, just going to be more of a national stage today. So give me the Bills minus 6.5 versus the Niners. Next, I'm going with the Jags plus 3.5 versus the Texans. Trevor's back in it. And that's, I think, a big deal because Trevor's obviously a hell of a lot better than McCorkle Jones. He's terrible. And also the Jags are playing for jobs right now. And with the Texans, their biggest issue is their interior offensive line. I think the Jags will be able to get pressure there. And if they can hold the Texans down offensively, then, you know, they've got a legitimate chance to win this game. Now, on top of that, when it comes to these games, this matchup, Jags and Texans, whoever is the worst of these two teams usually wins these games over like the last 5 years. Like when the Texans were terrible and the Jags were pretty good, the Texans, I think, swept the Jags. The Jags won last time against the Texans. They were in Jacksonville, obviously. This time they're in Houston. But the fact that it's only a 3.5 point spread when they were in Jacksonville, it was a 6.5 point spread if I remember correctly. The 6.5 point spread. Excuse me, they're actually in Jacksonville today. Excuse me, my bad. They're playing in Jacksonville today, not Houston. Looked at the wrong thing. However, though, here's the thing: it's like there was a 6.5 point spread against the Texans when they played in Houston last time, and with the Jaguars this time around, they're at home 3.5 point spread. I think it's a perfect matchup for the Jags today, given the fact that they're hungry. They've got to play for jobs. Doug Peterson is just playing to show he can be an offensive coordinator next year. And Trevor's back, which should give this team a little bit of a bump. Plus, the sharp money today is on the Jaguars. So I'm going to roll with that here, and they're at home. So give me the Jags plus 3.5 versus the Texans today. Next, I'm going with the Falcons plus 1.5 versus the Chargers. The Falcons are off a bye. They can regroup after having some just weird losses. And the Chargers, they lost J.K. Dobbins, which is a huge deal. He is a bigger deal for this team than people truly realize. And when you're thinking about a team that is as good as the Falcons are, which I think they're actually pretty good. I don't think that they're like a top flight team, but I do think that they're going to win the NFC South more than likely. And they have all the weapons in the world with Drake London and Mooney and Ray McLeod and obviously Bijan and Tyler Algier and Kyle Pitts as well. I think they're going to be able to score on this Chargers team. Now, the question is for the Chargers, are they able to move the ball? because a lot of Justin Herbert's success this year has been off the play action because J.K. Dobbins has been so effective. He's not going to be there, so you're going to rely heavily on Gus Edwards. Is the run game going to be the same? In my opinion, probably not. So if you're going to have the run game not be the same, and you're going to be relying on a lot of play action, then in all reality, like what's going to end up happening is that the Chargers are going to become very one-dimensional. And Justin Herbert's a great quarterback, but if you're relying on Quentin Johnston and Josh Palmer and Lat McConkey, like good luck. Now McConkey's playing pretty well, and Palmer's playing pretty well. Quentin Johnston couldn't catch a cold. But I like the Falcons today. They should win this game. It's plus 1.5. And again, I think that people are going to look at this and say, how on earth can you get the Chargers at minus 1.5 at home? Well, the Falcons are going to win this game, so I like them here in the spots. Give me the Falcons plus 1.5 versus the Chargers. And then we're going with the Redskins first half minus 3.5 versus the Titans. 6.5 is way too big a number for this team, but 3.5 is not. And with this team, the thing that people don't really realize about my Skins, we're 7-5. I love my team, but we're 7-5. We were 7-2 3 weeks ago, so we went on a 3-game win streak. The thing about this team is that if you look against the Steelers and you look against the Eagles, we had those games won and we blew it. But in the first half, we covered both of those. The other thing is we haven't had a bye week yet, and our bye week is next week. And we don't have a bye week yet. And what that signifies is that these guys are exhausted, and I mean exhausted. my dog just pulled up here, but they're exhausted. And I think in the first half they're going to jump on the Titans, and then the Titans could get this to a 3-point game. But I think the Skins will be up by 7 going into halftime, and then we'll see what happens in the second half because they're just going to be exhausted. But after losing the way they did the Cowboys, I think they're going to come out hot. And Jaden's way better than Will Levis. We've got a better offense, and defensively we're actually pretty solid. So I like the Skins here at minus 3.5 in the first half. First half only. We'll get the Skins minus 3.5. Now, like I said, guys, I do have 3 members only best bets today. You can get those all at zdmbets.com/picks. The website is linked in the pinned comment below. But guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.